Egypt between the past and the present. Egypt and its ancient monuments, its legendary library, cosmopolitan traditions, art, music and modern architecture to rescue. Egypt fights for its modernity, which is the daughter, not the orphan, of its past. The pyramids, one of the most precious archaeological sites in the world, are today besieged by the city, a city expanding before your very eyes, absorbing in its course all it encounters, from archaeological sites to old villas of the 19th century, easily sacrificed. To battle against this, help comes from technology. Here, north of Cairo, has sprung up the most avant-garde pole of technology in North Africa, the Smart Village. Here are the headquarters of CultNat, where knowledge is made available to everyone.
The main goal is to highlight the Egyptian cultural heritage and, of course, to have a scientific inventory, as I said before, because now with the idea of having databases and the idea of having geographic information systems and so on, and virtual reality, all these are technologies that we can use easily in serving the purpose of preservation of cultural heritage.
A knowledge accessible to everyone due to the internet, where all the collected data is published.
With the new technologies, as I said, we have databases and we have geographic information systems. So the geographic information systems allows that you link the data with the position of the building on a map. So now you can, on a map of Cairo, for example, you click at certain building from the 19th century, and then you have all the information you need, you want about this building.
The GIS, Geographical Information System, is the basis for Patrimoine Partagé, a Euromed Heritage project aimed at monitoring the buildings of the 19th century. An entire department of the Supreme Council of Antiquities is working on drawing new maps and verifies the accuracy of existing ones.
So our work consists on doing this documentation, doing those maps, and after that giving all the maps on which the sites are marked to the authorities that are supposed to do all kind of land use planning. In other terms, we tell, say, local authorities or ministries, here is a map with a site on it. Here actually is your map with our site on it. Do not touch it when you do any work.
We cannot record every building that back to the 19th century, but in the same time there is a law under the governors of Cairo and other governors all over Egypt that if there is a unique villa or a unique building, you cannot rebuild it. You have to keep that building safe as it is.
We think this patrimoine is important in Egypt because it's disappearing very fast. We wish to install the fact in Egypt that the modern history of Egypt is as important as its pharaonic and old history.
The best way of demonstrating the practical realization of this project is to go to Port Said, the mouth of the Suez Canal on the Mediterranean Sea. Here, hundreds of 19th century buildings are being registered and catalogued to prevent even one of them from a sure and silent destruction.
Two wooden buildings in the street are not registered, so there's no official legislation to protect them, and therefore it has been possible to build something like you see here in the middle of these two houses. If they'd been registered, we would have been able to take measures to prevent things like this from happening.
An immense, countless and legendary heritage. The land of Egypt has been for centuries the center of knowledge for the ancient world, and all of that knowledge was collected in one location, itself also legendary, the Library of Alexandria. Here, facing into the clear waters of the Mediterranean Sea, rises up the new and vast Alexandrian Library, a meeting point between Egypt wanting to open up to the world and the rest of it wanting to connect with this country. But it still remains, above all, a library for everyone, particularly for the young.